keeping it warm, keeping it warm. We call it a school, but it's more like a home. Keeping it warm, keeping it warm. We call it a school, but it's more like a home.
Just sit right down while I crack your mind open. I like to drop rhymes while my nuts are soaking. Whether I'm scrubbing dishes or setting meat to thaw, one thing's for certain, y'all, these rhymes are raw. Submerging those grains in the pure filtered water, removing phytic acid for your son or your daughter. And for all those tasty beans, I'm tossing in some kombu. It's a seaweed tradition that'll surely nourish you. My meals are vitamin-packed digestible, but that's not it. I serve a high-fat meal that's completely legit. We got the bone broth, the butter, the oil, and the schmaltz. To my lineate the sheath, and your soul will take a waltz.
Keeping it warm, keeping it warm. We call it a school, but it's more like a home. Keeping it warm, keeping it warm. We call it a school, but it's more like a home.
As the native phlegmatic, I like the kitchen too. I like to brew the coffee for the staff and crew. You know I prefer comfort, don't like the snow and ice, so I sip on warm drinks and layer up to stay nice. And there's one more thing, I need to be at my best. I inject into my schedule some extra rest. When it comes to sleep, my skill is natural. I can get any kid to sleep, and that's a factual. I tell them a story, I bust a rhyme, I rub their back, and then it's sleepy time. Keeping it warm, keeping it warm. We call it a school, but it's more like a home. Keeping it warm, keeping it warm. We call it a school, but it's more like a home.
So now let's shift this song and bring some sanguine action. In the winter months, I can find some satisfaction. I like to take the kids out even on a cold day. Don't let the weather dictate where they will play. But when it comes to cold winds, you just can't relax. Gotta smear their sweet faces with protective beeswax. When it's 50 or below, one layer won't fly. Wearing 2 or more will keep them warm and dry. When it comes to changing clothes, don't let it be a zoo. Gotta line them up Noah's Ark, 2 by 2. You know I like to joke around and brighten up the skies. When it's cold outside and there are tears in their eyes, I love to tell them a story when we are snuggling. Playing with these kids, it makes my heart sing.
Keeping it warm, keeping it warm. We call it a school, but it's more like a home. Keeping it warm, keeping it warm. We call it a school, but it's more like a home.
Speaking of warmth, I got a bundle right here. He rides up here with me and fills us all with cheer. Sometimes he plays on the floor if he wants movement instead, but wherever he is, he's got a hat on his head. I keep him nice and warm so he'll thrive physically, but there's more to this baby that you can't see visibly. His awareness, soul, and spirit are all growing too. Extra warmth and constant love will help these reach full bloom. We're technically 2, but it seems like we're 1. He's new to the earth, and for him I'm the sun. I radiate my warmth and my energy, so one day he'll grow up to be strong and free.
Keeping it warm, keeping it warm. We call it a school, but it's more like a home. Keeping it warm, keeping it warm. We call it a school, but it's more like a home.
And the warmth and the love is for the adults alike. Good company is key when we're seeking the light. See, all my colleagues are dope. They give my spirits a lift. We warm ourselves with laughter when our minds need a shift. And the parents round here, they aren't lost in the chill. They hold our shared vision and apply their will to the festivals and rituals that brighten the season. For our goals and our mission, they all share the reason for
keeping it warm, keeping it warm. We call it a school, but it's more like a home. Keeping it warm, keeping it warm. We call it a school, but it's more like a home.